Amen.
Hung be the heavens with black, yield day to night. Comets, importing change of times and states, brandish your crystal tresses in the sky, and with them scourge the bad revolting stars that have consented unto Henry's death. King Henry the Fifth, too famous to live long.
My honorable lords, health to you all. Sad tidings bring I to you out of France of loss, of slaughter and discomfiture. Guyenne, Compiègne, Rheims, Rouen, Orleans, Paris, Gisors, Poitiers, all are quite lost.
What sayest thou, man, before dead Henry's cause? Speak softly, for the loss of those great towns will make him burst his lead and rise from death.
How were they lost? What treachery was used?
No treachery, but want of men and money. Amongst the soldiers this is muttering, that here you maintain several factions.
Marriage, uncle! Oh, alas, my years are young, and fitter is my study and my books than wanton dalliance with a paramour. I can express no kinder sign of love than this kind kiss. Oh Lord, that lends me life, lend me a heart replete with thankfulness, for thou hast given me in this beauteous face a world of earthly pleasures to my soul. If sympathy of love unite our thoughts.
Madam, myself have lined a bush for her, and placed a choir of such enticing birds, that she will like to listen to their lays, and never mount to trouble thee again.
I would have him dead, my lord of Suffolk, ere you can take due orders for a priest. Say you consent, and censure well the deed, and I'll provide his executioner. I tender so the safety of my liege.
Here is my hand. The deed is worthy doing.
So say I.
And I. And now before have spoken, it skills not greatly who impugns our doom.
Oh, Henry, let me plead for gentle Suffolk!
Gentle queen, to call him gentle Suffolk. No more, I say! If thou dost plead for him, thou wilt but add increase unto my wrath. Had I not said, I would have kept my word, but when I swear, it is irrevocable. If, after 3 days' space, thou hear'st be found on any ground that I am ruler of, the world shall not be ransom for thy life.
And for minister of my intent, I have seduced the headstrong Kentishman, John Cade of Ashford, to make commotion as full well he can. And when I am king, as king I will be. God save I thank you, good people. There will be no money.
What?
All shall eat and drink on my score. I will apparel them all in one livery, that they may agree like brothers and worship me, their lord.
The first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers.
Methinks a woman of this valiant spirit should, if a coward heard her speak these words, infuse his breast with strength and magnanimity, and naked foil to man-at-arms. When I return with victory from the field, I'll see your grace. Until then, I'll follow her.
Come, son, we may not linger thus. I prithee, grieve to make me merry, York. What hath thy fiery heart so parched thine entrails that not a tear can fall for Rutland's death? patient, man. Thou shouldst be mad. And I, to make thee mad, do mock thee thus.
Oh, tiger's heart wrapped in a woman's hide. How couldst thou drain the lifeblood of the child? To bid the father wipe his tears withal, and still be seen to bear a woman's face. Women are soft, mild, pitiful, flexible. Thou art stern, obdurate, flinty, rough, remorseless. Bidst thou me rage? Well, now thou hast thy wish. Wouldst thou have me weep? Well, now thou hast thy will.
So minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, and years passed over to the end they were created would bring white hairs unto a quiet grave. What a life were this!
Thou art a widow and have some children. My God's mother, I being but a bachelor, have other some. Why, 'tis a happy thing to be the father of many sons. Answer no more. Thou shalt be my queen.
I can smile. And murder whilst I smile. I can add colors to the chameleon, change shapes with Proteus for advantage, and set the murderous Machiavel to school. Can I do this and cannot get a crown? Tut! Were it further off, I'd pluck it down.
Thou hadst not lived to kill a son of mine. And thus I prophesy that many a thousand that now mistrust no parcel of my fear, and many an old man's sigh, and many a widow's, and many an orphan's water-standing eye, men for their sons, wives for their husbands, and orphans for their parents' timeless death, shall rue the day that ever thou wast born.
I'll hear no more. Die, prophet, in thy speech. For this amongst the rest was I ordained.
Aye, and for much more slaughter after this. Oh God, forgive my sins and pardon thee.
What? Will the aspiring blood of Lancaster sink in the ground? I thought it would have mounted. King Henry and his son, the prince, are gone. Clarence, thy turn is next. Counting myself but bad, till I be best. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this son of York.
This is not a very often done. These are not that well known, these characters, and it's his very earliest writing. It's pretty good though for your first play. It's pretty heartfelt stuff. I think right away you can tell this is a writer who's going to show people in their extremest moments, very full of life and death. And I just wonder if these characters and this experiment seemed at all relevant.
Well, I thought a lot while the play was going on about the difference between the United States having a constitution and having a structure that would moderate all these crazed ambitions of these people. And that this was really much more a kind of a state of nature than we've got, at least the apparency today.